Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at, well, basically who should you get with red coins. Now we already kind of spoke about red coins a little bit earlier on with the kind of thank you celebration banner and the units that came out then. But since then the overflowing resolve, the big thank you nice additional banner that got added in brought pretty much three great selections for you to consider. Some other ones maybe to not consider, but let's start with the number one pick, Bardock. Absolute Chad of a unit. Him and Raditz pretty much make a unbeatable team. And yeah, don't buy Bardock or Raditz. Don't buy Bardock, don't buy Raditz, don't buy Vegeta. They not terrible units, and I do like their animations a lot, but they're not worth the coins comparative to some of the other units that have just become available. And I'm not going to recount the units I've already spoken about, so I'll just leave a link to that video. But we're going to start with the three big hitters. Special mention to Yamcha though. He does have like a role to play. He does have, he's got scope. He's not a terrible unit. If you bought him and you have every other unit already, I wouldn't say it's a bad call. I think Yamcha's pretty solid. That's just from me. That's just how I feel about him. He has seen a bit of an upsurge with some of the events that have come out, and honestly I think he's pretty useful in a lot of content. I don't think he's as bad as, the general feeling about him was when he first came out. But yeah, let's talk about the three big hitters, because that's really what we're here for. God Goku, one of the top units in the game, obviously reliant a bit on orbs to truly have his best performance. You really want those 6 orbs for that guard mechanic. You really want it for obviously all of the special mechanics that he gets based on his orbs, the evasion, the guard, etc. But he's really solid and he's a great unit, and he does a lot. Like, he brings a lot to the table. His leader skill is super great, and overall he's in a good position. I wouldn't say he's ostensibly a terrible unit. I would say he's obviously one of the top 5 units in the game. So if you don't have him, there's definitely a great incentive to pick him up. Or top 5 TURs. Definitely a great incentive to pick him up. I think he's excellent. And yeah, honestly, I think he's really, really good. At least from my side, I think he is a great unit that's a lot of fun to use. So definitely consider picking him up. I think he and the other two that I'm going to mention are pretty equal. The other two, honestly, maybe a bit better, but we'll discuss them just now. Goku Super Saiyan Transformation is also pretty solid, and overall he just provides a good package. Although what I would say is there is definitely a disparity between when he has his orbs and when he doesn't. So you do need to have some way to accommodate his requirement for orbs, if you are going to be someone that really wants to get the best out of your God Goku. But yeah, really, really good. Obviously, moving on to next, we have World Tournament Goku and World Tournament Piccolo. For me, still possibly, and I'm going to get lambasted anyway, but still possibly the 2 best TURs in the game. I think they are exceptional. Goku's leader skill and his ability to just be a first slot tank is absolutely ridiculous. And Piccolo in his own right is absolutely ridiculous as well. So both are exceptional units. I personally think they both are excellent, and picking up either one is perfectly acceptable. I do think Goku, being a superclass, being Earthbred fighters, is going to see more buffs and be more solid over the long run, because his team's going to get buffed more regularly. Whereas Piccolo is only going to get buffs every now and then. With that being said, Piccolo is pretty awesome. He's really, really good. He fits on some of the best extreme teams in the game. He runs some of the best extreme teams in the game. He's good in flexi positions, first, second, third slot. And he and Goku are really honestly just a fantastic pair of units. They really outdid themselves, from animation to performance to just everything. I truly think they are really, really awesome. So either of those 3 are fine to get with red coins. If you don't have either of them, picking them up is not a problem. It's a great choice. You did a really good job, excellent decision, and it's not a waste. I do just want to special mention the 3 units that I mentioned in the first video, just so that you can kind of have the entire idea, my entire thought process. and just briefly touch on Beerus. Beerus, Goku, and Android 17 I would not get with red coins until that Universe 7 team is buffed, and Beerus, although really good, I don't think is worth it. Then we have Int, Trunks, and Vegeta, who I do think are worth it, and Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, who obviously I mentioned in the first video, all three of which you can add to these current three as good selection options. That's it from me. See you guys in the next video. Bye.